2021 had been quite a difficult year for many of us. COVID-19 is still here, the world is still on a lockdown, and we are all stuck at home wondering when this pandemic would be over. Somehow, we were able to come out alive, and with the vaccine slowly distributed across the world, 2021 is supposed to be a start of a better decade. However, this has not been the case for our friends in Myanmar. My name is Chong Ti, and I'm the co-founder of Wateroam, a social enterprise based in Singapore. Our startup develops portable water filtration solutions for homes, disaster zones, and rural regions, and we provide marginalized communities with safe drinking water. The company was started 7 years ago, alongside with my two co-founders, David and Vincent, who I've met in the National University of Singapore. Prior to that, I was an undergraduate in the engineering faculty, where I dreamt about putting my knowledge and skills to good use. Along the way, the quest to end prolonged thirst became my life purpose. With a dedicated team of engineers, marketeers, and designers, we began working on water filtration systems that could work well in rural areas. We started out by engaging with NGOs and grassroots committees to install our filters in community centers, seeking feedback from the local leaders, and making iterative improvements to our systems along the way. It wasn't easy. We often have to traverse difficult terrains and work through unforgiving weathers, living with the local villagers from time to time to fix the systems. Over time, we were able to create a decentralized water filter that is portable, highly effective in removing harmful bacteria, protozoa, and viruses without needing a single watt of electricity, perfect for emergency situations and places with poor electrical infrastructure. Slowly, we implemented our systems across the world, from kampongs in Southeast Asia, indigenous populations in the Pacific Islands, to isolated communities in Africa. The systems were deployed to provide remote villages and disaster-stricken communities with safe drinking water. Some of our highlights include working with World Vision Malaysia to provide thousands of orang aslis, the indigenous populations of the Straits of Malaysia, with clean water after the disastrous 2015 Malaysian flood. Responding to the Marawi crisis with the Red Cross, Singapore Air Force to provide relief aid to the displaced residents in Philippines, and our partnership with Safe Water. Safe Water for Every Child provides clean drinking water to the schools and health centers in Myanmar. Every project, collaboration, or deployment were unique and fruitful in their own way. And to date, we have served 130,000 people across 38 countries. Be it installing a water filter in a school located in the middle of a landfill, providing emergency water purifiers for internally displaced personnel living in the UN refugee camp, I'm proud that we are able to help children focus better in school without being tormented by chronic diarrhea and displaced refugees a chance to flourish by reducing sick days and mortality. In catastrophe, we see hope, and in poverty, we see possibilities. Thanks to the incredible support of our ground coordinators and local champions, we are able to stand up for the weak and give families a second chance in life. Since 2019, we have been working with Safe Water for Every Child Myanmar to provide safe drinking water to remote and rural communities living in Karen State. A close partner of ours, Safe Water provides a holistic wash intervention program for local schools and village health volunteers in the Mutrao district. As their partner, we provide the training and guidance for Safe Water's operation team, and they hire local coordinators who in turn teach us the indigenous populations how water purifiers and systems could be operated and maintained sustainably. Through rough mountain roads, walking tracks, and crossing rivers and streams, the treatment systems are transported and installed in local schools and healthcare centers, and from there, safe water is equitably distributed to all villagers. Thanks to Safe Water and their local team's efforts and sponsors, multiple health centers are able to provide a clean source of water for their community, and children are able to attend schools, learn poetry, and this ultimately preserves the Karen tradition, culture, and history. Simply beautiful. But things changed in 2021. Tatmadaw, the Burmese military seized power from the NLD, the civilian government, in a military coup on the 1st of February 2021. Dissent erupted nationwide, and in weeks, What started out as a peaceful protest were met with indiscriminate arrests of opposition leaders and rampant airstrikes on ethnic areas. Overnight, tens of thousands of Karen people are forced to leave their homes to seek refuge in jungles, mountains, and caves. These people, mainly women and children, are forced to flee with very little and are forced to live in makeshift shelters. Exposed to the elements and without clean water, the local medics and Safe Water team reported dozens of diarrhea outbreaks amongst the Karen groups days after they fled from their homes. The military attack led to an exodus on the biblical scale, stranding many Karen refugees along the river banks of Mae Hong Son. Since March 21, Wateroam, Safe Water, as well as several other grassroots movements have worked together to provide humanitarian aid for the Karen refugees. Partners include indigenous coordinators from the IDPs, supporters from Thailand, and agencies such as the Karen Department of Health and Welfare and Kisan. Basic aid includes tarpaulin sheets, disinfectants, jerry cans, water test kits, and water filtration systems. These portable emergency filters are used to remove out harmful bacteria and microbes from the river, and each system is capable of providing 100 to 200 refugees with an emergency supply of clean water. To date, we are able to support more than 8,500 Burmese refugees with clean water to tide through the difficult situation. However, there are still many more that are in dire need of help. Ever since we started Wateroam, we know that the water crisis can't be handled by one party alone. And that is why we have always established partnerships with a myriad of supporters to tackle the water issues. We need a network of like-minded people, a community if you may, to bring about lasting change in our society. And this is why I'm asking for your help. We are fundraising for Safe Water and our local partners to provide immediate relief for more than 68,000 refugees with emergency water filters, complimentary wash kits, disinfectants, and PPEs. These relief items will provide clean drinking water and prevent diseases from spreading amongst the IDPs, especially during a time where diseases such as COVID and waterborne illnesses are rampant amongst refugee groups. Proceeds will also go into the hiring of local indigenous coordinators who will help to distribute the filters, train and educate the local population, and conduct monitoring and data collection work. Our first phase of response focuses on disaster relief, but once peace returns to Karen State and the Sawing Peace Park, the filters that were previously distributed for emergency aid will be reintegrated into the villagers' homes. Water tanks will then be built to create more stable water infrastructure, and the integrated water filters will ensure that the supply is clean and safe for the people. If you can support our campaign, we will be able to impact 68,000 lives, improve their livelihoods, and bring lasting change to the Karen communities. Not only will your contribution save lives, it will transform them forever. If you are not able to support our campaign financially right now, which we completely understand, please consider some of these other options too. We have recently launched our very own household water purifier, the Home Filter Faucet. The home filter takes you 5 minutes to install and filters out bacteria and harmful particulates from your water, allowing you to drink straight from the tap. Each home filter replaces the need for more than 1,000 disposable bottles, letting you enjoy clean and tasty water at the flick of a switch while saving the earth. For every home filter faucet purchase, a portion of the profits will go directly into supporting marginalized communities with clean water. Getting clean water doesn't need to be a hassle. You can save lives while doing it too. For more information, check out the link below. At the very least, consider sharing this video and help spread the word. Forward this to your family and friends, follow our page, and help to raise awareness about the situation in Myanmar. Many people tell me that the water crisis is unsolvable, and the problems are too complicated to be solved within our lifetime. After all, it's a cruel world. However, I believe that the heartbreaking statistic about child mortality shouldn't stop us in our tracks. Should we give in to fear or imagine the possibilities of a better world? For me, I'm inspired by the champions on the ground. I've seen the tenacity of hope and the everyday heroism emanated by the local grassroots leaders. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with our collective efforts, we can make a difference in the lives of a mother, father, or a child. There's a long way to go, but it all starts with clean water. Our journey to end prolonged thirst has just begun. Will you join us? Thank you and stay safe.